Y'all tell me why this story's bullshit. Southwest T worked with Chapo Guzman. Let's get it. Shout out Country Boy Hot Takes.
We didn't know exactly which cartel we were working with till somebody calls me and say, hey, he needs some jewelry for his guys back in Mexico. These are some heavyweights, big name people who don't even speak English. They wanted to buy jewelry for Cinco de Mayo. So I gave them $2 million worth of jewelry out of New York from the world famous Jacob the Jeweler. And they were blown back by me being able to get $2 million worth of jewelry. So they called to thank me in Spanish for being able to do that. And he says, hey, you don't even know who you was talking to. I said, I don't. It was Chapo Guzman. The rest was history.
Did anybody catch it? Can anybody tell me why this story's bullshit? He said, big time Mexican dudes hit him up because they wanted a whole bunch of jewelry to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. And after he got them the jewelry, they were so surprised that he was able to pull it off. They put him on the phone with their boss. And he was talking to Chapo Guzman. Can y'all tell me why I think this story's bullshit? I'm looking for answers in the chat. Where are my Mexicans at, man? Miguel Lopez said, I don't think Chapo would get on the phone when he was so protected back then. It could have been anybody on the phone. They could have told him anything about anybody. Does he know Chapo's voice from another asshole's voice? That ain't it. $2 million worth of jewelry to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and that got him the phone call with Chapo. Can anybody tell me why I think this story's bullshit? Why would they reach out to someone outside their race? That's another angle, right? I'm sure somebody would say, oh, Shy, you just don't think a black man could talk to Chapo. I do think anybody could talk to Chapo. Just this story sound like bullshit to me. They could have flown someone straight to Jacob on their own. Yeah, that's true. I don't give a fuck if he was Puerto Rican, Mexican, whatever. This story would sound like bullshit all for the same one reason to me. Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think El Chapo give a fuck about Cinco de Mayo? How many of y'all really give a fuck about Cinco de Mayo?
Somebody calls me and say, hey, he needs some jewelry for his guys back in Mexico. These are some heavyweights, big name people who don't even speak English. They wanted to buy jewelry for Cinco de Mayo.
Chapo don't even wear jewelry or care for it. Bruh, he needed $2 million worth of jewelry from Southwest T to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Chapo don't spend like that. Probably does. Not on that, you know. Probably on parties to collect young women. Maybe he do that. But come on, man. He need to reach out to Southwest T for some jewelry for a Cinco de Mayo party? I don't know, man. I thought Cinco de Mayo was like for white people on the Gold Coast. There's other traffickers, maybe like Arturo Beltran Leyva would buy jewelry, but he would get it on his own. Why wouldn't he? The Cinco de Mayo is just that shit's overboard. That motherfucker's gonna be like, come on, maybe he meant Mexican independence. I'm saying, bro, stop. Maybe it was a mistake, Shy. Every Mexican they talk to back then is El Chapo now. That's just what it is. All over the place. Everybody. So that's all I wanted to point out. I said, I didn't know Cinco de Mayo was like a jewelry holiday. Damn. Rich motherfucker shit. Back when I was on rugs, I think a bag of rugs I got came from a friend of a cousin of El Chapo's aunt's sister. And you might be right, Raven. I think Southwest T thought he spoke to Chapo or thought he was dealing with him. I don't doubt it. That's all the motherfucker got to say. Don't worry, I got you. You're plugged. We got you with the mustache. We hooked you up. You're plugged all the way to the top. All right, you can run with that. You got plausible deniability, I guess. Or I walk away from that conversation and say, man, that motherfucker could have had me on the phone with anybody. Fuck do I know? That's just me. I'm just a dummy. I'm not a kingpin. Fuck do I know?